In today's video, we will see the magic of screw modifier. We'll see how it can help you in speed up the process of modeling symmetrical objects in Blender. Delete the default scene objects. Now, let's add the reference image to the scene. Use the Shift plus A keys to add the reference image. We'll first model the center vase. So let's move the reference image to align the 3D cursor to the center of the reference image. Let's change the opacity of the reference image. Let's start the modeling process. Add the path from the curve object. In edit mode, keep the center vertices and delete the other vertices of the curve path. Select the vertex and start extruding using E key. We will continue the extruding process along the shape of the center vase. I am using E to extrude and Shift plus left key to maintain the accuracy. Now the curve path is complete and we can press tab to change it to the object mode. Let's use the screw modifier to convert this path to the complete shape. It is a bit smaller in size because I missed to keep the 3D cursor at the center of the reference vase image. Hide the image and see the vase is complete from all sides. Let's add the subdivision surface modifier and change the value of viewer level to 2. Now add the solidify modifier and check the even thickness property. Adjust the thickness value. Before moving on, we'll need to convert this object to mesh so that we can apply these modifiers for the final render. Increase the size in x-axis and also apply the shade smooth. We are done with the modeling of the center vase, so let's hide it for now. Now we will model the right face object So let's align the reference image to keep the 3D cursor at the center of the right face. We need to rotate the reference image to correctly place the 3D cursor at the center. Like we did earlier, we will add the curve path and just keep the center vertex. Repeat the process of extruding along the shape of the vase. Apply the screw modifier and convert the path to mesh. Add the subdivision surface modifier and apply it. Add the solidify modifier and check the even thickness checkbox. Adjust the value of thickness property. Our second waves object is ready. Change the location of it in the scene to match it to the reference image. Hide it from the scene for now. We'll repeat this process to model the left vase object, starting with the aligning of the reference image to place the 3D cursor at the center of the left vase object. Let's add the curve path and just keep the center vertex. Repeat the process of extruding along the shape of the object. Apply the screw modifier and convert the path to mesh. Add the subdivision modifier and apply it. Add a solidify modifier and check the even thickness checkbox. Adjust the value of thickness property. Our third vase object is ready. Change its location to match it to the reference image. Finally, let's model a book object. We will use the default cube to model the book, resize the cube, add a loop cut, bevel the loop cut using Ctrl B keys. Let's extrude it along the normals. Select the outer edges, which will be visible to the camera. We are going to bevel these edges because the real life objects don't have perfect sharp edges. To bevel the edges, we are going to use the bevel modifier. Adjust the values of the segments and amount properties. In the top view, let's change the location of the book. because our left vase is placed on this book in the reference image. Rename all the objects to the meaningful names in the outliner. Adjust the size and placement of the object as per reference image. Select the third vase and then select the book. Press Ctrl P to make the book as a parent of the vase object. Add the new material and change the base color to match the reference image. Next, let's stage the scene for the final rendering process. Add the plane and resize it. Press Tab key to change it to the edit mode. Extrude one edge along the z-axis and apply the bevel modifier to this edge. Change the segments and the amount property values. Press Tab again to switch back to the object mode and apply Shade Smooth. Next, let's add the lights to the scene. First, we will add an area light. Increase the size of it and move it to the left. Adjust the rotation and placement to properly light the scene objects. Now, let's add a point light and move it on the right side to provide some depth to the scene objects. Before making any further changes, let's add a camera to the scene. Press Ctrl Alt 0 key to see the camera view. In the output properties, change the resolution properties. Press N key to open the right side properties panel and click on the View tab. Here, select the camera to view property. Press N again to hide the side panel. Now, we can zoom in or pan through the scene and our camera will position itself according to the view. Let's switch to the render view and adjust the lights. Select the point light and change the power and color properties. Now, select the area light and increase the power and adjust the color of it. Select the scene objects and apply the materials from the properties panel. Adjust the values of roughness and specular properties. Change the base color to match the reference image. I am going to use the cycles to render the final image with GPU compute. Select the denoise checkbox. Change the color of the plane as well. This is looking good for the final render. Select render image from the top menu. I hope you like this tutorial and will try to use this screw modifier for your next render. Do like and subscribe my channel to see my future videos. Thank you.